boomerang, just go right through the Russian. But he only has 5 of them. Link can just throw him back again.
He only has 5, but it's gonna take the stock extremely early versus a light character like Y.Link. Let's see if VeCystim can get a read on how Semi moves, because we know he loves to go for those jump reads with his Wonder Wing.
Yeah, exactly. And we're going to Final Destination, a place where those jump reads can be particularly painful, since there's nothing really to land on and save you. Supahsemmie instantly getting some damage in, but that grenade just missing out of more. Now gets a couple of good air dodge read onto the ledge. Oh, but does not get to finish the jab. Supahsemmie out there, and there we go. That projectile interrupting the Wonder Wing. That startup is not invincible and can be interrupted by pretty much any fast option.
No, not at all, but getting a couple of nice advantage stages so soon in the game is an excellent showing from VeCystim already. Actually taking the lead versus Supahsemmie. He's gotten in a couple of times, gotten a couple of projectile hits, and even a couple of Wonder Wing hits. He is looking really good here.
Oh, that's a difficult situation.
And there it is, he just missed. But because Y.Link has this kind of set mid-range flow where he's just pushing the buttons and doing his thing, like we said before, it makes you very vulnerable to Wonder Wing.
Yeah.
Because you can't shield if you're pulling out a boomerang.
I think it's also quite particularly strong on Y.Link is his out of shield game with that obby, and that neutral air forwarder is going to seal that first stock. But I saw VeCystim try and catch him with the up smash, gets hit, but he also tries to get forwarders on shield. And Y.Link with that particular out of shield frame data should be able to contest that.
Oh, without a doubt. That Nair, that the spin attack even, which you haven't seen Supahsemmie use a lot, despite it being a combo starter. Y.Link has a variety of out of shield options, and they're all pretty good. But I know Semi as a player, he likes to play defensively more so by moving around than using his shield.
Yeah, just try and dodge attacks rather than shield them. Oh, gets a quick small combo in. Gets a Wonder Wing in return for that. Oh, gets another one.
There it is, he was pulling out a bomb. He was busy with his projectiles. And normally that's totally safe. But of course a Wonder Wing is definitely a one-of-a-kind move.
Yeah, he only has 2 left though, so he has to kind of watch out. He is at 90%, but it should be almost the stock. Gets another Wonder Wing in, and the more Wonder Wings he hits, the easier he can confirm into something else, because even if they do not kill, they do like 25% damage.
Right, but now there's only 1 left, and he'll definitely want to use it to try and take the stock. Which he should be able to do even with a sour spot if he hits in the right spot.
The footstool?
The footstool, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
But of course, it always finished off with a forward there. And there it is. He went ahead with his usual Y.Link plan. You know, you got him at disadvantage, you blow the boomerangs, I'm pressing my buttons, and VeCystim just presses the Wonder Wing and takes the stock.
Yeah, but he also presses a bit too much there, gets comboed, and that up B is going to send him in a lot of trouble. Ooh. Does not get the jump read right there, but Supahsemmie in a prime position here to finish the stock out. He tries to go for the down air, but does not quite get it. VeCystim still trying to pull this through with the grenade, but Supahsemmie seems to be more ready than that than the beginning of the set of the match.
He's keeping a bit more distance, that way he can react to the Wonder Wing. Now he's getting closer and he reads that jump with the forward air. Excellent stuff by Supahsemmie, but I gotta say, he is the favorite to win the tournament, but VeCystim, especially because of that VeCystim, I think had a really good showing here in game 1.
He caught him a couple of times off guard, as we predicted, with pulling out the bomb and pulling out a boomerang. And then, just if that does not hit, he can just go plow right through it and get him in the end lag of those projectiles.
Right, either way, you end up pretty close to him.
Yeah, he got in. He got in particularly well, and it seems we are going back and back and back. Sure. Okay, sure. Okay. I think I want to see in game number 2 is VeCystim has been very active with these callouts with the Wonder Wing. But I want to see a stage where that's more prevalent. In particular, stages where tech reads can be made. Something like a Town and City, for example, which seems to be a pretty good stage for Banjo. If you get a good read on the platform with the amount of time that Hitbox is active, you destroy Youngling at the ledge right there.
Yeah, you do give Y.Link a little bit more space to work with. He ends up going back to FD, which I don't think is a bad choice considering how well he was doing here.
Yeah.
Versus Semi.
Well, Semi seems to be more on the track of Banjo's game plan at the end of that game, so maybe he's going to start out that way. But VeCystim turning off Rumble, I think, does not want to do that anymore, going into game number 2. Again, already starting with these mid-range projectile wars. No,
Yeah.
okay. I was going to say there hasn't been a single hit that actually connected to the opponent.
No, but you get one hit and Supahsemmie instantly comes out with a big combo, bringing her all the way up to 50% and adding even more to it with the following disadvantage. But now VeCystim hitting back, one of those big forward airs.
The thing that I also noticed is that Y.Link is a small little lad, and he's also been running under these grenades a couple of times. Oh, drag down forward and down smash. Gonna send him off the stage, gets back with the Wonder Wing. Has 2 left, but he has not used any one for a particularly offensive reason. So it's kind of dangerous.
Or grenades, how long can he keep him at the ledge? I think VeCystim is about to pop another Wonder Wing. I can feel it coming.
Oh, seems to be pulling out the Kazooie,
Yeah.
but that is not the correct option.
Yeah,
Supahsemmie with the down air, punishing him
He
for that.
tried to go for a classic Banjo read, you know. Normal getup is pretty tough versus Banjo because of that exploding egg with that weird trajectory. But I like to go for an F smash on the roll in, but I don't think he has had Semi at the ledge enough to really proper conditioning him to roll in.
Grab.
Oh, he's way off stage. But Supahsemmie actually choosing to reset back on stage rather than chase him further off.
A thing that I also noticed in the last game in this game as well is that VeCystim has not landed a single grab on Supahsemmie.
He has not.
Okay, there he goes. I cursed him. Thank you very much, but still, getting 1 grab in 2 games with one of your main confirms being from grab says something about how tricky Supahsemmie moves, but a knock to the head is not going to be able to recover from Supahsemmie losing that first stock, but also trying to take VeCystim second.
VeCystim in the corner. He's gonna have to struggle to get out, but he catches the grenade. Good stuff. And I feel like he's been using the disjoints on his forward tilt and his down tilt a little bit more, which is good. You know, it's really hard to contest those moves. And there's a nice hit with the Wondering, but not nice enough to make sure you can't get punished on hit. Supahsemmie is looking a lot stronger here in game 2 than in game 1.
It's nice, but it's also minus as heck. Oh,
Oh,
gets
what?
the backer upper. Okay, I've never seen that happen before. But it's kind of the thing with Semi's Y.Link. It's basically like a stand-up act. You never know what's going to happen.
He definitely has the craziest Y.Link confirms, and you just saw a couple of. I think we are well on our way to a 2-stock if Semi keeps this up. He has not been getting hit by Wonder Wings the way he had been getting hit in game 1.
Gets the up BO, but gets interrupted by his own bomb falling down there on him. Gets the down air in, but not the correct hitbox. And the Wonder Wings have been getting a little more panicky from what I've seen.
Yeah, I feel the same way. And he is almost out of them. So even if he cleans up this stock with a Wonder Wing, he has to do the second stock without him, but he's not going to even get the chance because of that dash attack by Supahsemmie. Looking super clean. Adapted in 1 game to all the quirks of Banjo and all the way that his normal projectile flow interacts with Wonder Wing. Just Supahsemmie showing us once again why he's the absolute favorite here.
A thing that I really is he's been getting a lot more patient with the projectiles in the general neutral, right? In game number 1 he was throwing out a lot once to start some confirms with the boomerang or the arrow or the bomb even. But in game number 2 it seems to be a lot less and just trying to get in closer to Banjo. He knows he can beat him with these close quarter options. I hear Incineroar. I know he has an Incineroar.
Okay.
But that is a whole different story here. It seems to be we're gonna get some Pokemon in this building.
Now this is probably a worse matchup.
Yes.
But it is one of those characters that can always win, so I suppose he is just hoping to get a lot of stacked revenges on those fire arrows and then maybe get a stupid side B at some ridiculous percentage.
No, the only thing that's been happening with those sides Bs is they're going to be tanking these. Boomerang gets the forwarder in, but Incineroar is a heavy Pokemon, does not get the stock from that. And now he's at the ledge. Oh, just barely gets out of there. Supahsemmie now in a safe position. I don't know if that was a read on the revenge, but he got him anyway.
Even the very first time he used revenge in this projectile storm, somehow, someway, Supahsemmie had his timing matched to punish the revenge rather than activate the revenge. It's nuts. And there's another big combo for Supahsemmie. Double back air, grab, down throw, nair.
Of course. Of course. A thing that you also have to keep in mind with that side B is that it does not have any invincibility on startup. Or basically, if he gets hit by an arrow at that point, he has to accept that. And you put yourself in a pretty straight line for that arrow or that boomerang to connect, making it fairly easy for Y.Link to confirm out of that. Tries to go all in with that down air, but gets an up smash in questionable DI, I want to say.
Yeah, and it looks like this Incineroar Hail Mary is not working out. It's just a combo video for Semi. Look at that. He got another boomerang combo, ending it up with a tilt. We don't see that often. And finally, VeCystim got a revenge of. And all he got was this lousy nair.
Yeah, he got a lousy nair, yeah, and I think that's also with the revenge. It can be countered by grabs. And the amount of times Semi has been grabbing this Incineroar is really detrimental to that rate. Tries to find a backer in. Bit of a greedy side. He puts himself in the corner. And now has to fight to get that stage control back.
Another classic arrow to forward air confirmed. If he gets one of those at the ledge, it should be curtains. Tries to read a roll in, but not happening. WWE, no, not enough to kill, despite that back-breaking back throw right there. And finally gets the stop. Great drop kick near the ledge right there from VeCystim.
Gets a good forward in. Oh, also gets back to the stage, but that... Okay, Semi. That was already it, man!
Okay.
Why? That was already it!
You take him up, you take him back down, you take him back up.
No, I want to play more.
Dragging out that game 2 seconds longer than it needed to. Supahsemmie bringing it home.